Good day everyone, welcome to my class. So in today's learning objective, we are going to be focusing on background and highlights. So since I don't want to merge all of the layers, I am going to be saving this image as a transparent PNG. I'm going to be making a new canvas. I'll just import the picture. Let me just erase these X's first that I forgot to erase. Now I'll be importing the background. The background that I am going to be using is from the Zepeto World. It's better to use background from the app. As you can see, it looks good. It's better to use these than getting a background from the internet, because some pictures have copyright and you might be stealing those pictures from the owner. So it's best if you just use background like this and not get it from the internet. You can, but just pick a picture that doesn't have any copyright, a picture that is free to use. So I'm trying to look for a background that would make it seem like the light source is coming from the upper left, or I could just make it look like that. Really choosing the best background, because the background will affect the whole edit, the environment color and such, and the highlight. You can also use these anime backgrounds. These backgrounds are much more detailed ones. So I choose this photo. And as you can see, since the background is so detailed, it's kinda stealing the focus on the avatar. So what I'm going to do is go to filter and then blur, select lens blur. You can adjust these if you don't want it too bright or too blurry. Like that, as you can see, it's now more focused on the avatar. Let's do the same with this background. As you can see, looks better that way. I think I'll be using this cherry blossom background. You can also use these filters for backgrounds, but I'll just use lens blur. And then add a new layer and clip it on the Zepeto. Then get the skin shading brush and then do this. This is how you blend the character with the background. So follow along like this. Pick up the colors that is aligned with the Zepeto, but make the color much more lighter around the face. And then change the blending mode to multiply, and then change the opacity just so it won't be too much. As you can see now, it's starting to blend into the background. Then erasing in some parts. Like I said, in the face, it should be lighter. Then add a new layer and change the blending mode to add. As you can see, add is really good for highlights. Still using the skin shading brush. Making the eyes more of a glassy look. Just follow along where I put the highlights. If we have the same light source, the direction of the light source. And this is the reflected light. That's like the tiny little light that is seen on the shadows. This is caused by the light from the light source bouncing back. So when the light bounces back, it also affects the shadows. Some highlights on the hair. Honestly, I don't really know if I'm even already qualified to teach everyone yet, but thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you, Zepeto, for letting me teach, even though I'm not in pro god level. My skill is not in pro god level yet, And thank you to everyone, to my mentees, for trusting me on teaching. And I'm glad that I am seeing some people, some feedback that they are actually learning from my videos. I'm very glad and thankful for that. Adding some highlights in the clothes. I guess this is some kind of like a sunset vibe. The sun is setting. That's why the skies are purple and pink. By the way, if you're somehow having a hard time like placing the highlights, you don't know where to place them, then try to look for a reference photo that would help as a guide so that you'd know where to put the highlights. There are a lot of references on the internet. There's a lot on Pinterest, like amazing photo shoots with great highlights. You can use those as reference. Highlights aren't only supposed to be white color. Some people use different colors for their highlights. Either the light is from something artificial or it's a natural light like the sun. Artificial lights from spotlights, light bulbs. As you can see the difference, right? Blended really well with the background. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys learned a lot from that. And the next video, I think it's going to be the last one for this class. So I hope you guys would look forward to that. See ya!